Yep.
Hello, ladies, gentlemen of the world around this planet Earth that we inhabit. What's going on? This is Donald Kaczynski, and welcome to the General Geekery podcast. And with me is my co-host. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Hannah Kubiak. I am I'm an author and a theater professional here in the. Are we saying where we're from?
Yeah, we can say where we're
here
from.
Here in the Milwaukee area. I wasn't sure how sketchy you wanted to be.
No, don't worry about it. I don't mind.
Here we are at Donald's address, which is
no, don't let them know where I am.
Okay. Yep. Nope.
But yeah,
they always know where you are.
Oh, they know the general area that I am at. Those who are close to me.
General area. Speaking of the general area, this podcast is tentatively called General Geekery, where we talk about all things that are generally of a geeky nature.
And anything geekery that we want to talk about, whether it be movies, television shows, games, anything of general interest to us and to other people as well. I mean, geekery is such a general lifestyle. There's so many different fandoms, lifestyles, fashion choices, things of that nature, all under one giant umbrella that is the word geek.
You could be a pine cone geek. You could be a coffee geek.
I'm the coffee geek.
You could be a train spotter. You could be, yeah. Well, what kind of geeky things are you what is your area, Donald? That might be a cool idea.
My area of geekery is, in a lot of, like visual media, like movies, television shows, video games, things like that. And of course, theater as well. Like yourself, I'm also a theater professional myself.
Yep. That's
actor.
That's how we met.
Trained actor.
Yep, and I suppose my kind of geekiness is it started with my mom reading me The Hobbit. So I love like fantasy and sci-fi and theater, mostly Shakespeare. What else?
All the world's a stage.
Yep. RPG. I play Dungeons and Dragons every week that streams on Twitch, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that later, maybe. But that's kind of my area. Is sci-fi, fantasy, RPGs, board games, stuff like that.
You can't go wrong with any of that.
Nope, you cannot.
Like literally, like all of them could be so broad, but man, like you have some good examples. Like all praises to The Hobbit, all praises to Tolkien.
Oh.
Amen.
He is my hero. One of them. One of my many heroes.
Did you? I think we talked about this before. Did you actually know that? Okay, in Milwaukee, private university, Marquette University, has the biggest collection of works by J.R.R. Tolkien.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Honest to God. Okay. Here's how I found this out. So, my little brother, he's an English major who's studying at UW-Whitewater.
Okay.
Last year, during school, he took a weekend trip back home because they were going to be visiting the Tolkien exhibition at Marquette because they only let a few people in every month or so.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Like, and you can't, I think, if I remember correctly, you cannot take pictures or anything like that. In that exhibit, according to my brother, because he came right to where I was working at the time, like right after he got off it, because we were hanging afterwards, there are old school documents that Tolkien used to grade back when he was like a professor at university, and they would use like old students' papers to like write down like story ideas and stuff. And on one of those parchments,
is it? Oh, tell me.
On one of these parchments is not only writings by Tolkien himself, but also Chronicles of Narnia author C.S. Lewis.
Whoa, okay. I thought you were going to say there was the actual piece of paper that he first wrote the words, "In a hole in the ground there lived a hobbit."
I want to say yes, but I don't know. I haven't seen it before. Like literally, other universities, like high, like, standing universities, like, on the East Coast, like Oxford, things like that, want their hands on that collection.
Let me tell you something. So, there is a place near where I grew up, in Wheaton, Illinois. It's called the Wade Center, and they also have tons and tons of C.S. Lewis, Tolkien, like, stuff from the Inklings, basically. They have a wardrobe from C.S. Lewis's home.
Oh my God!
That he based the wardrobe off of. His pipe is there. Some of his fountain pens are there.
What?
There's a library with all sorts of stuff. You have to wear gloves when you go into the library and look at some of this stuff. It's the Wade Center at what is it called? I think it's just Wheaton College. I'll have to look, but.
That's insane. I've been to the National Archive in Washington, D.C., and this sounds more intriguing to me.
I know.
Like, I've seen the Declaration of Independence itself, but I want to see more about Tolkien and C.S. Lewis.
The Declaration of Independence is interesting, but the pipe of C.S. Lewis...
You can, like, that's...
The only reason I ever considered starting to smoke was because of these two guys. I was like, oh my gosh, that would be so cool. Smoke a pipe, and then I'm like, wait, no. Cancer.
And you could literally be a modern day Sherlock Holmes if you smoked from that pipe.
Oh gosh, yeah. Oh my gosh.
This is what we're about. This is what happens whenever we get together. It's like all the geek stuff.
Yep. I feel like sometime we should do a podcast where we also play cribbage at the same time.
Oh my God, yes, just
yeah. That's
just like a random episode,
yep.
like random geekery while playing games.
Yep. No, when we were working on that show together, that was how we decompressed beforehand.
Yeah.
Show up early and play cribbage.
Yeah. Oh my God. So some context into that. Like me and Hannah said before, we're theater professionals that work in the Milwaukee area. About a little more than a year ago, I would say.
Yeah, it was last October.
Yeah, last October. Last year, we were working for a local theater company that we are a part of. We're part of the ongoing talent. We would say. Hannah does a lot more work for them than I do. I just come in every now and again and help out whenever it's possible. But it was their third season. We can promote them.
Yeah, let's. Why not?
Yeah. So why am I being vague about this?
They don't want to be known. They're a theater company.
So the theater company is Voices Found Repertory. It was founded by
VoicesFoundRep.com.
VoicesFoundRep.com. It was founded back in 2016, I want to say.
They're starting the fourth season now, so if we do math, we could figure it out.
Yeah, it was roughly. The idea started back in 2015. For a visit to Shakespeare and Company on the East Coast in Lenox, Massachusetts. They did a summer training program, which I was also with the founders of the company.
That's right, you were there.
Yeah,
I
was there. I was in that particular summer training because the people that founded the company, I was in a show with them prior. We did a show at UW, University of Wisconsin Milwaukee. We did Love's Labor's Lost, like the spring right before we went out, and
that was my first Shakespeare show, actually.
Yeah,
wait a minute.
It was mine too.
We were both.
We talked about this.
We were both
Holofernes. We talked about this.
Yes.
We talked about this.
Holofernes, high five.
Woo! I remember us talking about this too.
Yes, the 9 worthies.
The learned men.
Yes. Oh man, that launched my career as because of there being way more women than men in the theater world. That launched my career of playing the tiny man with a Napoleon complex in any Shakespeare that anybody wants to do.
Oh my goodness.
I've played so many characters that are just the same guy in a different universe, and he's like, I'm 5'3" and scrawny as fuck, but I'll kill you all.
I can neither confirm nor deny this. But part of it is actually true.
I'll fight you all.
Okay. So we did So during like the production of Love's Labor's Lost, we had a weekend intensive with some of the people from Shakespeare and company. But shout out to all of them. They're fantastic individuals, lovely people, great professionals. I wish I had the chance to go to their workshop that they had with VFR a couple months back, but
it was good. It destroyed me in good ways.
Oh yeah, it usually does. But more on that maybe at a later time. But we worked with them, and they mentioned that since Shakespeare and Company had such a close working relationship with a lot of the theater staff at UW Milwaukee, because a lot of them regularly take the intensive. The students got a little bit of a discount on it, and me being in just finishing up my junior year of high school and the theater acting intensive, I decided, you know what, like, let me take a chance on it. And so I went there with two of the people from Milwaukee who would eventually be two of the co-founders of the company, and we eventually met the third co-founder, who would become the third co-founder. And so we went through like this month intensive, and like this bond of like friendship, camaraderie just grew within all of us, and eventually they started the company back in 2016, like almost a year after that. They started with Romeo and Juliet. It was part of like the crazy thing was they did 6 shows in the first season.
Yeah.
And I remember each of the shows clearly. It started with Romeo and Juliet. It went right into Coriolanus. Coriolanus was like the one that really put us in there, because that's when we started in the theater space that we eventually would work on forever.
Yep.
Then,
that's another place we can plug.
Yeah. We'll do that at a later time. I want to get his permission to promote that, just to be sure on that.
Does he want to be known, do you think?
I mean, I hope so.
One would hope so.
And then did Taming of the Shrew. The fourth show of the season. Was
it 12th Night?
No, 12th Night.
Or was it Theater Games?
No, Theater Games was the 5th one. The 4th one was Richard III. That was the one that That was the one that I was a part of.
Oh, okay.
That was the one I was brought in for. I was doing my last show at UWM at the end of the semester, and so I was contacted by the director, who was one of the co-founders and is also a friend of mine. He I believe it was like, do you want to audition for this? Because we need some people to help out. I'm like, sure, okay. Because we've always been, I've always supported the founding of the company and everything that they've done. So I went on, we did acting and everything like that. It was really awesome. We did like a special thing for a special old folks home, I think over in the Tosa area, I want to say. And that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. That
was a lot of fun, bringing like that, whenever we bring...
Wait, what, in Tosa?
I think either in Tosa or further out there.
Was it Alexian Village?
I want to say so, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
I have worked there. I've had clients there.
Oh, nice, nice. Because one of the members of the cast was living there and was help doing events there and everything like that, and he was asking, why don't we do one of the show nights there? Bring it right to them.
Cool, yeah.
And so he set it up. We did it, and yeah, that was a fun night.
That's great, because a lot of those people aren't able to leave their homes. Like, it's hard to get around.
Yeah, so. And it's so nice, like with when you have an older crowd that appreciates Shakespeare, it's so good.
Yep.
They, like
intellectual senior citizens, and
Amen. And then it was the original play of Theater Games, which is like we decided they decided we want to also incorporate more newer work from local artists and things like that. And I think it ended with, I want to say it ended with 12th Night. I want to say it ended with 12th Night.
I think so. 12th Night.
Yeah, that was the show that ended the first season. But then we were like, okay, we got to scale down the season a little bit.
I think we do half as many shows per season now.
Yeah, 3 or 4, like, at most.
We do 3 now, because we do 1 per season, and then summer is like a break where we have fundraising and other kind of events. Yeah, because
we did we did the Milwaukee Fringe Festival like that year, right? This year?
This year we did Milwaukee Fringe. Yep.
I remember that.
Wait a minute. Do you mean Milwaukee Fringe or Chicago Fringe?
Well, the first year, after our first season, we did they did Chicago Fringe. I remember that. I was
there. I was there for Hamlet.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
That's right. And I know we did Milwaukee Fringe this year. This year was the year we did Milwaukee Fringe.
That's right. Yeah. Well, yep. Anyway, they're a great theater company of voicesfoundrep.com.
Indeed. Indeed.
They're on the rise, I think.
Yeah, they're one of the, they're like one of the biggest names in like recent theater companies that have popped up, especially because like they want to promote younger talent, newer work, but also want to work with the classics. Like you have the Shakespeare's, you have the Greek tragedies and comedies, things like that.
Yeah.
Like, and especially with like a lot of like younger artists, like we brought in Andy, we brought in the Twilight from Whitewater, fantastic music composer. You can check him out on SoundCloud at the Twilight. Big shout out to him. I listen to him whenever possible.
Oh gosh, yeah, he created a whole soundtrack for Macbeth. Yeah, you can find that. I actually have like a hard copy of the CD of it.
And it's on Spotify too.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's everywhere. It's great.
Like go check that guy out because like the work that he puts in, you can feel the passion from like whether it's one of his instrumental tracks or if it's if he's working with the roundabouts, things like that.
Yeah. I got to collaborate with the Roundabouts not too long ago.
I saw that.
Yeah. Oh, it was so great. So it was their what was it called? It was the Twilight, not the Twilight, the Roundabouts.
Hold on.
Back When Reimagined is what it was. So they took some of their songs from one of their albums that they did, and we reimagined them, did them more acoustic.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
because they wanted to start doing like a little bit more a rework of some of the stuff, while also not improving on it, but just diversifying
a little bit. Yeah. So I did some acoustic work for them. Played some guitar and some ukulele, and that's a really fun album. It's only got 5 songs. It's sort of more bare bones than some of their other stuff. It's got it's only about 17 minutes long, and each song melds into the other. It's
that's one right there, right?
Yep, that's it. It's like one big long song almost. Sort of like one song ends, you don't really notice when the other one begins. It's a nice experience.
Definitely check him out. It's wonderful work. I love him to death. Especially knowing him in real life, like the small encounters that I get with him is just he's such a fun individual.
Yep.
It's amazing like how much passion he has in his life.
Yeah. Let's put like links to all this stuff as well.
We will. No worries on that.
Yeah. This is just us talking. We just happen to be doing like promotions.
Yeah.
This is so great.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a test one, and then all of a sudden, oh my god, we got all these promotions going on.
So, yeah, maybe this won't be the first one, but we can put it up as like an extra.
Oh yeah, I'll put it up as like an extra one.
Extra, just general. I'm trying to think of something that we could like. It could be like. General something else.
Geekery.
General musings. No, yeah.
Yep. We have our usual like topic series, then general musings and whatever we want to talk about.
Just whatever the heck happens.
Why not?
Hey, what's up, man? Oh, I don't know.
Oh my god. Well.
Yeah. Shall we put an end to whatever this is?
Yeah.
We're like, okay, we'll just do a test. We just do a test for like 5 minutes. Yeah, it's probably been like 20.
Yeah, probably. We decided to just do a little test recording, but then all of a sudden, we got so far into it to talk about so much stuff. I might just put this out. I might just put this out there as like a little like test recording, just to like test the waters. But yeah, that's what General Geekery is all about. We just geek out at like the most like random things. Like sometimes we'll come in with a topic and just roll with it. But I mean, we just love being geeks. We're a bunch of geeks. We're a bunch of nerds. We're passionate about a bunch of different things while we're sitting in a room drinking coffee.
Yeah, as you know, brainy is the new sexy. So.
Amen to that.
I don't know. Are we supposed to? I don't know. Will you quote things? No, I don't know.
I don't know.
If the people know, they know.
That was supposed to be Sherlock, right?
It is, yes.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure because it just popped in my head. I'm like, wait, that was Irina Adler in the Sherlock series.
Yep.
All right. So I guess we'll wrap it up. We'll wrap up this little test one.
End it.
Yeah,
End it.
Indeed. So this is basically what we're about. So for the lovely Hannah Kubiak.
Oh.
It's true though. It's true. You're awesome.
Yeah.
This is Donald Kaczynski. You'll see us around. So
you won't see us. This is an audio medium.
Well, just generally speaking,
you will hear us.
It's a figure of speech.
You will hear us in the cloud, speaking to you from the veil. Anyway, sorry, you're trying to wrap this up.
No, it's okay.
I'm just being.
Well, that's. I gotta breathe. I'm
Hannah Kubiak. Good night or good morning, whenever the heck you're listening to this.
So until next time you hear from us, guys, keep on keeping on, and most importantly, keep your geek on. Later, guys.
Later, geek on.